and today I also discuss few question. Yesterday, some of the people did not go through that. Okay, just go through once. Tell me about yourself so anyone can start. If you will not speak, I will not allow in this session. You can leave my session. At least if you are not able to speak, at least you have to speak your name at least. Okay, so this is the session for only you have to speak, and this is for guidance for you. If you will not speak, then you can leave my session, no problem at all. Please start, tell me about yourself, then we will come on the technical part. I already shared my skin, right? My skin is shared, right? Please, if you are not working as a automation test engineer or whatever your profile you are working, you can go through that. Tell me about yourself, then I will guide you. This is your first question, will decide you, how you are good in this profile, what the profile you came from the interview, right? Please go ahead. Akshita, you can go ahead, or I did not remember the name. Please go ahead. Ajit, you can go ahead. If you will not speak, this will not helpful for you. I already guided you yesterday, so I want the improvement. Otherwise, this is not profitable for you. Yeah. Are you on mute? Praktiksha, you can go ahead. Please, guys, if you will not participate, so don't come in my session. Okay, I can guide you one day, and if you will not try, this is not profitable for you. This is the wasting for your time and my time. So anyone can start. Tell me about yourself, except the people who already discuss yesterday. I don't want you guys participate. You can participate after anyone not will anyone will not speak. So you can try, but I don't allow the other people who is not communicating here. Yeah. Yes, go ahead. Don't waste my time. Be having the, if you will waste my time, other people will, impacted. Yeah, go ahead. This is the session for, improvement your how to face any interview in your future also. Okay. Even all are professional here. Mostly people are working, right? Please go ahead. I already discussed yesterday, and I already sent you the recording session also.
Hi Mohit.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I told right. I don't have much knowledge about an automation testing.
I
How
am
to
not
test?
talking about of automation testing. I am telling about of tell me about yourself, right? This is
Yeah,
the question. Yeah, you can speak anything. It doesn't matter what you. At least you can speak your name. Where are you from? This is the interaction. How you can interact with the people. Okay, then we will guide you day by day.
okay. Thank you.
Got it
I will
right?
speak now.
I'm not telling you have to speak 100% right and all right. So if every session this is your common question, I will ask to you, but day by day you can improve and I can add the technical part also, because I want in the less time we can interact more. And after few days I will make it the two team here. Okay, team 1 and team 2. Okay, I will make today, not so that is more interactive. And the team 1 and team 2. Okay, so I will divide accordingly. I will make it the next session, so you can go ahead and you can work with I told you right. You every day whatever I am speaking, just note down in your notebook. If you having the recording also, I cannot do a spoon feeding everything. I will write you and give you. You can take the help of the Google and all. Okay, I'm not telling I am what I am telling it is correct, but you will get more idea. Then you can explore yourself. You can go ahead, no problem. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Mohit.
Yes.
Hi all. Uh, this is Ajit from Tirunelveli. As of now, I'm working in the XYZ company. Yeah, I have 2 years experience in the manual testing and
I think your voice is breaking. Okay,
framework
Ajit, thank you.
hybrid
Okay, I yeah,
framework.
yeah, go ahead. Your voice is breaking. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. No problem.
It's
I
now
want.
okay. It's audible
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. You can start one more time, okay? I want to interact everyone. The people already know that is fine, but I want to participate all of you. Okay, go ahead.
Shall we start from beginning
Yes,
or?
yes, yes, yes. You can start from beginning. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hi all. This is Ajit from Tirunelveli. I am working in XYZ company. I have 2 years experience in the manual testing and automation testing. I have good knowledge in the core Java plus Selenium web driver. Currently I mean working. I have to switch in the manual to automation testing, so have prepared well. That is Mohit.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you can listen carefully. Okay, other people can speak, right? So, Ankur, you can go ahead and see how this guy is presenting, right? He's having more than 9 year experience, right? So you can hear, you can learn, and the people you can interact. Ankur or Bitos, okay, you can go ahead. You see how these people are speaking. You can acquire the point from others also. So one person can speak. You can go ahead. Okay, Ankur, you can go ahead. Okay, you drop off. Okay, no problem. Anyone others can go ahead for tell me about yourselves. So I will close this questions. So I will move in the another question for technical part. Anyone can go ahead, please. What happened here? My system is stuck. It's not coming this all. Bito Ashok, are you there? Or Ankur or anyone? I shared my screen, right? I don't know what is happening here. My screen is visible. Okay. Akshita, can you go ahead for tell me about yourself?
Mohit, I'm here.
Okay, 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 Ankur, you can go ahead. Yeah,
Sorry, I was off.
yeah, no
So,
problem.
so myself, Ankur Shah, I'm from Uttarakhand. I have done my BTech from Devbhoomi Institute of Technology, Dehradun in 2010. I have a total 9 years of experience in in QA profile as a QA lead in XYZ company, and currently I am I am having 9 years of experience in manual and 3+ years of experience in automation testing. I am currently I'm handling the team of a number of team members in the manual part. Apart from this, I'm also involved in the automation work where I was involved. Also involved in into automate the test cases. For my profile, I'm good in Java manual testing, basic knowledge of DevOps, and API testing in Selenium. If we are doing the API testing through the Postman, uh, 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 by sending the collections and through this, and we use the REST assured. Uh, and about my project, currently working with the client of XYZ, and mostly I'm totally working as a automation part, as well as handling the manual team, where I need to update the test plan, taking the calls with the client when requirement changes, and involved with the in the UAT part. I'm also handling the escalation and part from the client if any team members have it, leading the status call from among the team members, with my team, and sprint retrospective with the product manager and scrum masters once any sprint is completed. While in automation part, currently we having existing framework in my company. Basic I'm as I'm not involved from the scratch level, so in my framework we have some component, but when I entered in the middle of the project, so I added few part in my framework. So uh, uh, we have used the hybrid framework, uh, uh, using the page object model, helper class, log4j, and extend report. Uh, and in the inside the helper class, we have reusable method while automating these scripts. Secondly, I have automated the test cases as per the test steps, which is provided by the manual team. I have used the page object model and execute the test scripts end to end. If everything's okay and my script is passed, I will send the execution report to the automation lead. That's it from my side.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ankur, what you can do, right? You can make a little bit your introduction is short, okay? For your when you
Okay.
are telling about that, so you did not highlight again your skill, right? You did not highlight your relevant experience, right? So these things you have to add it. Got it, right?
Okay.
Okay, so this thing, because why I'm telling you, because they will look like you're a skill already mentioned in your profile, but we can go by a step by steps, right? Whatever I told you yesterday, right? We can go a step by step. Then you can come and in your complete roles and responsibility about my current project. I am working this part. So this about your current project, what your roles and responsibility. You can make it in the short level, right? So we cannot explore more. You can explore your here. You can highlight your knowledge and you can highlight your relevant experience and a skill. A skill you have to
So,
highlight. Okay, out of
so I
you already told me out of you are good in the core Java. How will you rate out of 10?
I will rate 7.
Okay,
So
so
Mohit, I have one question. So
yes,
uh, while describing about myself, do I need to tell the framework which we have used?
no, you can tell the roles and responsibility. Yeah, you can tell this framework I have used this and I did this part on this project. Okay, that's it. Okay, framework, we cannot explain all the things, but whatever you are involved, you can make it in the short period of the time. You can make it the like I worked on the page object model, right? This is the essential part, right? And I have written the some new method. If I am getting any new tester steps, then after that I use the test runner class to execute this all. That's it. Okay, got it right. And they will ask you, can you explain your framework? Did you they will ask you the cross question if you will not speak, because I want to give the chance to the interviewer will ask to me. Got it right? If you will not
Okay.
speak, definitely they will ask you, can you explain your framework? Then you can explain complete framework. Here what will
Okay.
happen, it will be a mix your everything. Okay, your roles and responsibility, project and all. So I
Mhm.
want to give the answer in the part wise, a specific question, and then you are able to give the complete answer into it.
Okay.
Okay, so out of 7, that is the good rating for you. And the question is, what is the polymorphism and where you can use in your real time the polymorphism concept?
Okay.
Yeah.
So in our polymorphism, we have two concept, method overriding and method overloading. If we overload um, any method, we can overload any static method in Java as well. Uh, uh,
Okay. A
yeah.
static method we can overload.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is overriding? What is overriding?
So in uh, so. When a parent class refers to a child class object, that is method overriding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone others can tell me what is the polymorphism and uh, where you have used in your real time project?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
actually, it is a process of creating a class with multiple method with same name, either with different name, with same prototype or different prototype. So in polymorphism in Java concept, we have two types of polymorphism: method overloading and method overriding. Overloading concept is belong to, we can create a same method name with multiple method, either with single prototype or different prototype. Suppose I am creating one method add, again I am creating method again add. So first time I am passing one parameter, second time I am passing two parameter. We can do that method overloading this type of, and we can't method overloading by using static keyword, means we can't create static method for the overloading. And overriding is a concept also. We can override parent class method, static method in child class, creating a child class object with different parameter or same parameters. So if you go to the Selenium concept, driver equal to new Firefox or new Chrome driver. Here we are using the method overriding concept from the superclass of a WebDriver interface, because driver hold the if you create a object for the Chrome driver, then the driver reference variable is holding the new Chrome driver object. So already that driver.get method and all these methods are implemented in the interface, which is by default public abstract method. So when we create an object, then when we create a method for driver.get, so that time method overriding concept is using in Selenium.
Hmm. What is the execution flow of method overriding, hiding, and overloading? How
So
this method is execution? Yeah.
so for that we have to use the inheritance concept first, because if one parent class, there is a two concept, one is parent class and one is child class. So when child class extend the parent class, then we can use the property of the parent class by creating a child class object. So if two existing methods are there with the same name in parent class as well as child class, when we uh, overloading and overloading methods are executed from the parent class, And overriding methods always starts executing from the child class. If it is not present in the child class, then it will go for the parent class methods. One more thing is there, overriding, overloading, and one more thing that is also the method will call from the parent class.
Okay. So you are also able to write the code, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because one more concept is there now, overriding, overloading, and I forgot actually the name. What is this?
Method hiding.
Method hiding. Because when I create a object in the child class, so always it will execute the parent class method for the method overloading and method overriding. And from the for method over sorry, next time I will tell properly.
Okay, no problem. Arey yaar. Okay, so okay, just I will give you some concept of polymorphism here. Then I will also explain you one code where you can get more clarity actually what it is, right? Okay, so I told you, right, we cannot become master in one day. You have to work, every day. Then you will having the more and more confidence. Okay, first you have a very good in your concept, right? Because the interviewer will ask anything, right? Bitu Ashok, are you getting the calls now these days or not?
Uh, Very less.
Very less. Okay.
Uh,
So are you started to learn API testing?
Already started. I covered the SOAP API and REST API.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to ask you something. Later I will ask for
Okay.
REST API part.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so what is overriding? What is the polymorphism? Polymorphism is your, English word. We can tell one person having the multiple behavior. So multiple behavior means like I am teaching you, so I am teacher, right? So I'm working in the company, I am the employee. So I am one person, but I having the multiple behavior. That is called polymorphism. So this is the English word I defined, but how to define in your, project level or real time, or writing the code of the polymorphism. So by using the how to achieve the polymorphism, so by using the method hiding and method hiding is there, or method overloading is there, and method overriding is there, right? So what is the method overriding? So method overriding mean, so in method overriding, someone will ask, can you override the static method? No, we cannot override the static method. We can hide the static method. Okay, so overriding means redefining superclass non-static method. So redefining superclass non-static method in subclass with the same prototype. You can see the prototype is also same. Got it right? So what is the definition of a method overriding? Redefining superclass non-static method. Here a static method is not allowed. With same prototype, right? But be having the different implementation. Okay, implementation is different, right? So this concept is called method overriding. So question is how to execute this. If you will call this method, with with which class method will execute? So here if I will call this method, then which class method will execute? Super class or
Child class.
subclass? Child class. Why it will execute child class? Because the concept of the overriding, it will be execute which type of the object you have created. I have created subclass type object. Then what will happen? Subclass will be executed. So this is the concept of method overriding. We cannot override in one class. Okay, overriding, we cannot override in one class. Why? Because it is not allowed in the Java. If you are creating same method in the same method signature in one class, you will get compile time error, right? So this is the another rule for the method overriding. If you are doing the method overriding, we must having the two classes. So here we having the super class, and this is your subclass. Again, this is the concept of inheritance. Your question is, what is the inheritance? Inheritance, right? So inheritance means we are providing the relationship between the one class to another class by using the extend keyword. That is called inheritance, right? So you can say this is your super class and this is your referenced variable, and we are holding this object, right? We are holding this object. So what will happen? So compiler and JVM will not looking for that. While runtime, compile time, what will happen? It will check the only syntax of the code, but runtime, JVM will look like which type of the object you have created. I have created subclass type. If you will compile this code, you can see subclass login page is executed. I am going to change this now. So now we can see which type will execute subclass only, right? Here also we will execute subclass only because type is object is same. But if I will just, I'm going to create this superclass type object here. Okay. You can see now superclass will execute which type of the object I have created, superclass type. Method hiding. Okay, this is the concept of method overriding. Okay, so public static. Okay, so I'm going to create another method called homepage. Okay, superclass homepage. Okay, so now same. So what is the definition of method hiding? Method hiding definition is this is your subclass. The question will ask, can we override a static method? Your answer is no. We cannot override a static method. We can hide this static method. So what is the method hiding? Redefining superclass static method in subclass, right? With same prototype, but be having the different implementation. So this concept is called method hiding. If I will call this method, okay, if I will call this method, so now the question is, which method will we execute? Superclass or subclass? Which class will we execute? Which class method will we execute? Superclass or subclass?
Yeah, super class.
Superclass. Why? Why it is a superclass? Because method hiding concept will execute which type of the reference variable you have given, which type it is your superclass type, then superclass will be execute. So both are the vice versa. You can see now superclass page, right? If you will create here, if you will call like also, just I'm commenting this. Okay, if I will call this one, then which type will be execute? So it will not look like your object. Please, I think someone is, please mute in your side. Okay, so now we can see now. Please mute. If I will ask the question, you guys can speak. Okay, please mute all of you. Some echoes are coming. So you can see subclass is executing. Got it right? Subclass. So this is the another concept, and one more concept is their method overloading. So I'll tell you that part is later. So I will give you one real-time example for complete. Here we are performing interface, abstract class, and okay, anyone can explain one more time what is the interface, abstract class? What is the difference between abstract class and interface? Yes, then I will explain this code. So the two questions are ready for you. I will send you this code. Anyone go ahead. What is the interface, abstract class? What is the difference between the interface and abstract class, concrete class, and one real-time example for that? Vidosha, you can go ahead. I think you can you can explain, the people can understand your word. Okay, like you are, oh, not able to, no problem, you are able to speak, right? You can go ahead. I think your side some issue is there, so I am going to explain one more time what is the interface. Ankur, are you able to speak what is the interface, so other people can also understand? Then I will explain, or any others can explain what is interface abstract class. No one can explain. Okay, so what is the interface? Interface is a fully unimplemented class which is used to declare some set of operation. So operation means this is called your operation, right? Operation means we are providing the declaration. Declaration means what it is? It is your abstract method. So if you will not give the public an abstract, by default compiler will add here. Okay, so this is the definition of interface. Okay, so yesterday I have given one example, right? As per the project requirement, we will implement this method. Okay, so we are providing the declaration here. And what is the abstract class? So abstract class is your partial unimplemented class which is used to declare some set of operation which is common to next level. Please all of you mute in your side. Okay, some voice is coming, please mute. Okay, so what is the abstract class? Abstract class is your partial unimplemented class which is used to declare some set of operation which is common to next level of the subclass. So what is the meaning of partial unimplemented class? Means in interface we can provide only abstract class declaration. Got it, right? This is only for abstract class. Okay, we cannot provide here concrete class. Okay, we can declare here variable also, but here we cannot provide the implementation. But in the abstract class, concrete class, a static block, non-static block, all are applicable. But what is the major difference? Major difference in your real-time code, you can see be having this get. I have provided the implementation inside this abstract class. Then what will happen? It will be a common implementation for all the browsers, refresh, close, right? So I have given two. You can say this two two operation we have to implement in all Firefox browser, right? You can see here I am implemented, right? But I am not implementing this get method for all the classes. If you will implement anything inside this abstract class, this is this is your common implementation for all next level of the class. Got it, right? All next level of the class. So you have to write one code, or someone will give you, can you differentiate what is the interface and abstract class? Then you have to give this complete code. And here, you can see I have used abstract class. And if you guys don't know already inheritance and all, so it is very difficult to understand. Hope so all of you know. Still you are not able to understand this code, let me know what the section you are not able to understand. I will explain one more time. Okay, so don't keep silent, because this is your common interview question. If you will go any interview, this question definitely they will ask you, right? So that's why I'm going to explain with code. Got it, right? So you can see, so here I have implemented all these classes, right? But common, where is I have implemented inside this abstract class? This is the implementation part. Then now I will come on the execution part. So I have created one user defined class. Okay, this is your user defined class. You can see we know that execution is starting from main method, right? So here what I did, I took the reference of this abstract class. Okay, you can execute from the WebDriver also, but I'm going to execute from here. So how it will execute? So here you can see here also we are performing polymorphism concept. You can see this is your superclass type, right? And this is your subclass type. So here you can see we are holding subclass object. So here you have to understand the polymorphism concept. We are writing WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox. So what is the profit for that? The profit for that, you can see one type of the WebDriver. WebDriver is one type, and we are executing multiple type of the subclasses. Means the type means we having the one operation that is called WebDriver type. But you can see we having the client requirement. When you are executing the code, right? When you are implementing the, or you are getting the some requirement, we have to execute I have to do the testing for the different browsers, right? Firefox, Chrome. So we are not implementing again methods. For Firefox we having the different method, for Chrome we having the different method. No, because we having the super class is your interface, and we have extended all the classes, right? What will happen? We can execute any type of the subclasses by using the WebDriver interface. You can see this is the profit for your polymorphism. So how this code will execute? It will execute, this is the which type of the object I have created. Then here what will happen? Firefox will open, refresh and close. So this is your dummy code I have given to you to explain, and you can give this example you can give in your polymorphism also. Okay, if someone will ask what is the polymorphism, can you give the real time example? You can see here which browser will be open, which type it is. So same type, right? Reference variable, you can see same type, but it is, but we are executing multiple type of the subclasses, right? So you can see get, refresh and close. Now we are executing Internet Explorer browser, right? So this is your different method. Means we having the same reference type, but we are executing from the different level of the subclasses. Anyone having any doubt regarding this code? Then I will explain you one more time. Okay, so if I will compile this code, you can see I have provided only this implementation inside this Chrome browser. Sorry, abstract class, right? I am not providing. So in your real time, when you are developing some application, be having the some requirement, we have to do this operation in the all next level of the subclasses. Then we can provide that implementation inside this uh, abstract class, right? So you can see browser is launched, again browser is launched, again browser is launched. So this implementation I have not given, I have given only inside this abstract class. But these are the different implementation. Firefox is launching here, refreshing here, closing here, here Chrome browser, or this is your Internet Explorer browser. So this is your two question I have covered. And so I will come one more question for some of the question, how to handle drop down. And can you write the functionality of the code? Okay, we will discuss later. So how to handle the drop down in Selenium? Anyone can explain? Yes. Drop down, how to handle drop down in Selenium?
So handle the dropdown for the Selenium own API. It's called select class. So by using select class object, we can use dropdown by three types: select by visibility text, select by index number, and select by value. So these are three concepts for the select class. We can use the dropdown to fetch the drop-down value by using this.
Okay. Speak here. Message is not allowed here. You have to speak. How many methods are there in the select class?
Yeah, three classes.
No, methods.
So
Three methods:
so my
select by select by value, select by index.
I think some people having the background noise. The people having some background noise, please mute in your side. Okay, so see how to find it is the drop down or not, right? So I'll tell you. First, you have to find this is the drop down or not, right? So first, if you will go in the HTML doc, we can get one select tag. It will be log out. Got it right. You will get here select tag. So be having the multiple types of the drop down right now we are getting. So first we have to find which type of the drop down. I will give you one assignment, guys. You can try in your side. Okay, so I will give you also assignment. Okay, so you can try to complete. You can take the help of Google, no problem. You can see if I will go here in this HTML doc, be having the select tag. So Selenium has provided the class that is called select class. Inside the select class, be having the multiple methods. Go in the Selenium org. I'm going to tell you how to explore your knowledge yourself. So go in the Selenium website, go to official documentation. You can go through the select class. Okay, data hiding. Okay, I will explain to you, don't worry. Okay, so first let me complete. So you can go through API doc. Okay, so here you can type select. Okay, so select is your class. You can see this select class, right? Select class. So inside this select class, be having the multiple methods. Okay, so these are the methods we are going to use this. You can see we having the deselect all. So first we have to understand how to perform operation with select class. So first, where you want to perform the operation, I want to perform the operation on this drop down. So you have to find the element of this, and we have to return the web element type. Web element type driver dot find element and this element, and it will return web element type or reference variable you are storing. Then we will create the object of select class, right? We have to create the select object of select class. Select, how to create an object. And select class is your independent class. Okay, if you will not provide the reference, it will not interact with element. Got it right? So what you have to do inside this select class, you have to pass the reference. You can see here be having only one constructor, and this constructor is accepting web element type, right? So when you are finding the element, then that element you have to pass inside this select class, in select class constructor, right? You can see we have only one constructor and constructor and description, right? So you can see, so be having the multiple methods here, is multiple. So same thing, how to access this method. So we can access by using the reference variable select sel equal to new, right? So we will get the select by index. So all the method you are able to access from the select class. What is your requirement? My requirement is I need to select by using the select by index. So it will select by index, this index, and index is starting from 0. So you can just, I will go here, you can see, right? So it will select from the index. It will select through the one method is there that is called select by value. So it will select by value. One method is, another method is there, select by text, right? You can say select by index, select by value, and select by visible text. So it will select by this visible text. Got it right? Index means if you will give the 0 index, so it will start from the 0, whatever 0 value is there. So these are the, you know common question. One more question is there. How to display? You have to find. You have, this is the multiple drop down list. I have to select 20, right? Means how to handle dynamic drop down. How to handle this dynamic drop down? Anyone having any idea about of that? Yes.
Gate option is there, so we
Okay.
have to using loop by iterating the loop, and before that we have to take a web element type that's previously web element and the dot get option, and then we have to use one string type element variable after iterating the loop by using get I of get text. Then we can find that particular drop down value, and then we can click on that particular drop down.
Okay. I think in my blog it is there or not. I have to check it. Okay. So okay. So I will. This is your. How many question we have covered. All the question you should know. Might be I will repeat in the next session also. Okay. So note down all the question and answer. You are not able to find the correct answer. Let me know. I will guide you how to make the correct. I cannot do a spoon feeding. You have to do yourself. I will guide you only. So you can see here, be having the method called get option. So get option method, what it is returning? It is returning list of the web element. So what is the list? List is your again collection. List means B can, where it is here? कहाँ चला गया? Get option. I think one second. Get option. You can see. What is the return type? List of the web element. So what will happen when you will access this method from the select class? All the element will be stored inside this list. Got it right? Inside this list. After inserting inside this list, we will use for loop. Okay, from next time I will also prepare the code and I will give to you, but right now I'm not preparing the code. Try in your side if you are learning somewhere, or just try to find your answer yourself. Okay, just this is the guidance. You can note down all the question and try to find the answer, and you can execute all the code in your system. Then you will get the confidence. Okay, so the get option, all the element will be stored inside this. Anyway, I have this code, I'll show you. Then after that, we having the multiple element, we have to iterate all the element, and we can make one for loop. Okay, so by using the for loop we can iterate, and we can also use if else condition, and we will use the equals method, and if the loop will be come over there, then we can use the click method and break a statement, so it will break over there. So this is the things you have to do. Okay, so this is the few question I have discussed. I'll show you that drop down wala code. Okay, it will take, if I will write, it will take more time. So you are not able to understand method hiding concept, right? So method hiding means, see, redefining. So method hiding concept means be having the static method. First you have to understand this is the static method. We cannot override non-static method. We can hide only, we can hide a static method. So what is the definition of a method hiding? Redefining superclass, a static method in subclass with same prototype but be having the different implementation. This is called method hiding. How it will execute? Method hiding will execute from which type of the class referenced variable is there. Okay, which type of the class referenced variable is there. Which type of the class it is? Subclass type. This referenced variable will, which type it is? When you are writing int, right? Int a equal to 10. What is int here? Data type. What is test demo test 1 here? This is also data type. Which type of the data type? Class type data type, right? So this variable, this reference variable, which type it is? It is your demo test 1 type. So it will look like as a runtime, it will look like the this reference variable, which type it is, subclass type, then subclass will execute. You can see subclass homepage. If I will use, I will hold on the superclass type, then if you will execute this, superclass will execute, right? I think it is clear for you. Okay. Okay, so I want to show that code if my system it is there or not. Okay, Selenium basics might it is there. List of, okay, I can show you any list one. It is same like that, or I can show you. It's not DOB and multiple lists. I think this code is not there. Okay, so I'll show you this. This is the not a select class, but concept are same. Right. So we here I'm not able to find. Select multiple. Okay, you can get, so I'll tell you this one only, any list one, so you can get idea. You can try in your side, you are able to do definitely. So you can see here we are using this bev element type, right? So where you want to perform the operation, that drop down. So here you have to find the element and you have to store. From there we having the another this is your array yaar. It is not working in my system. So how to perform this operation? Okay, so first you have to find the element, right? Web element type. I'm not writing complete. Web element e equal to driver dot find element, right? You have to find here element. This is the first steps. After that you have to create select class. Okay, select class object. Yes, to select class object. This reference you have to pass here, right? This reference you have to pass. Now what you have to do, from here we can access what you can access here. Here we can access get option method. Get option method, right? It will return what? List of the web element. List of the, okay, list of the web element it will return, right? Web element. Okay, so here you can take one reference. Then again what you have to do, you have to repeat this code. This code you have to repeat. Okay, so what you can do here, you can do again what I can do, I can iterate this by using this, right? And it will iterate here. Here we are getting the text, all the text, and we will store inside this string. Just here printing this, if you want to print that is fine. And here we will get, we will use here one condition, if else condition, and just I want to select here 20, right? So here you can get again this is your ELE. So this code you have to write. Okay, so how to handle the drop down and how to handle the dynamic drop down, and one more question is that how to make the functionality of the drop down. Okay, you have to make the functionality, means in your project, real-time project, you have to make the functionality. Might be this framework is there or not. Let me check. No, in framework. So this is your third question. Okay, next time I will show you how to make the functionality. Okay, so whatever the question I have discussed, note down, and I will send you this code also. With this two code I will send you. Okay, and just prepare, complete course Java, Selenium and framework. This is the three important things you have to work on that. Do you have any question today? I am going to close the session. Anyone having any question how to do the preparation? What is your big point? How to work yourself?
One more thing, actually, one question, like inside drop down, there is a child drop down also there. How to handle? Can you show next time that functionality?
Can you show me the, any element where you can get that scenario?
I got that good type of question previously, so that's why I'm asking. And one more thing I got from the interview, like previously. See, suppose one drop down is there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So from that drop down, we have to fetch all the value. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have to store it in a one array type, array list or one using collection. Then we have to convert to the array. Then we have to print all the value. So
Your voice is breaking. You can type all the question. I will also look onto that. Okay.
okay,
We will
okay,
discuss. Type on the Skype. So I will look into that and I will guide you how to do that. Anyone
okay.
others having any question how to do preparation and all, and what you are facing the problem? The people who wants to learn from the scratch level, that is the we having the another session for that. So let me know if you are interested to learn Java, Selenium, manual testing, and also I'm going to start for the Python batch. And that Python syllabus is based on for if you want to go in the development or testing or machine learning. So I made that syllabus based on the any profile for the Python. So let me know guys if you are anyone interested for anything or any help required in my side, let me know. I'm going to close this session. Thank you. We will meet you in the next uh, weekend. Okay, Saturday, same timing.